Now, you've done incredible work. You've written extensively about the political realignments that we've seen in the US. You understand them better than most. And that has included an exodus from big blue states like California and New York to the big red states like Texas and Florida. And finally now, Democrats like Bill Maher are understanding what those trends mean, and they're worried about it.
California is projected to lose 3 seats, New York 2, also going to lose a seat, Minnesota, Oregon, Rhode Island, Illinois, all blue states. Who's getting these? Texas, Florida, Idaho, and Utah. I mean, this looks like game over.
That's fascinating implications for that. How do you see those trends impacting America's political future?
It's funny because when you talk to Republicans who live in those states, they're like, don't come, don't bring your stupid liberal ideas here. So they're a little bit worried about it, I think. But I think this reflects a larger trend in America, which is every single state in the last election moved to the right, even liberal states. So you have people moving out of liberal states to conservative states, literally moving to the right. And then you have just that movement within those states. And in addition to the sort of political realignment we've seen along class lines to where the Democrats are now the party of the rich and the Republicans are the party of the working class, you've seen a realignment of like the cool factor. So it used to be the Democrats were the party of young people, of cool, of hip, of everything that was sort of cutting edge. And the Republicans were the sort of old fuddy-duddies, you know? And now it's the exact opposite. Young people overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump, especially young men. And the GOP feels edgy. It feels cutting edge, and it feels like the party where cool things are happening and where young people want to be identified. And meanwhile, the Democratic Party is the party of kind of cringe and old people and wealth and the establishment and this kind of staid attachment to failing ideas and failing cities. So, you know, the cultural realignment, I think, is just as significant as the political and the class realignment.
Oh, absolutely. And the Democrats have just become the party of victimhood, of miserable women and weak men. And it's like, you're right, it's not a cool group to be a part of. Who would have thought 20, 30 years ago that it would be the right side of politics that would be championing free speech and free expression? No one saw that coming, and an end to wars when you've got the Democrats wanting to fund these forever wars. Batya, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you so much, Rita. God bless you. Always wonderful being here with you and your audience.